Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here for episode number 33 of our NASCAR Chase for the Cup 2005 Fight at the Top Career Mode. Today we're taking on Martinsville for Cup and for Trucks. So let's jump in here and let's qualify. So if you guys haven't, seen some of the previous videos, you guys maybe didn't. The end of the last video was a great example of discussing what our plan is. The Truck Series, I'm not running for the championship. I won it in the previous Truck season. Earlier in this series, I won the Truck Championship. So there isn't a need for me to run for the championship. So I'm only doing select events that I want to run, just to earn money in game, as we're trying to get to the ability to own a Cup team. We need 4 mil. We're right at 1 million, so we're working our way up to that. So run the truck events just to gain a little bit more money. I picked the truck that has the best contract for us. Essentially, this is going to give us a really good deal. It gives us the most money. I think we get 11,000 per race, just guaranteed, and then we get like 20% of the winnings from the event. So if we win Martinsville, we get 20% of 21,000, which is way better than what we have for like some of the other ones, like Cup. Let's see what our Cup contract is real quick. I don't think it's probably like 3% or something. Something like that. Let's go in here and look. But again, this one 10%. So, yeah, 21,000 guaranteed for the Cup race, and then, what 10% of 170,000 isn't terrible. So let's jump in here. Let's qualify at Martinsville. Qualify at Martinsville. Okay, so I think we're in a good spot for qualifying with the Cup car. I don't know if we're gonna get pole. We're not far behind in the point standings, but yeah, we're gonna see. That corner didn't feel great. I'm gonna be honest. Oh my god, yeah, no, this doesn't feel like maybe a race winning car. Really hard to roll that corner better. Feels kind of slow on exit. Ugh, it's not what I want. Again, Cup is obviously the ultimate goal, to be a Cup champion, to own a Cup team, but it's one of those things that this isn't my main focus series for the season, right? My main focus is to win the Busch Championship. That will put us at 3 of the 4 championships already. And then from there, look at moving into the ownership position. So let's see what we got.
EA Sports is proud to bring you NASCAR.
All right. Here, on pole. here at Martinsville Trucks. 20 laps, so I'm expecting around lap 10 or 11 to have to pit. So that's my thought. Around lap 10 or 11, pit, and see what we can do from there. But I am not sure about the Cup race. That's the one that worries me a little bit more. Obviously, that car isn't brilliant. I mean, starting 20th at Martinsville or 17th at Martinsville, qualified 20th first round, first lap. Obviously, not ideal. Starts 17th. I mean, I think we can drive our way through, but it's gonna be difficult. That car doesn't feel great. Again, I'm trying to see what I can take from this race and apply it to that. Right? This is almost like me learning a little bit. Obviously, this truck races way better than that car. Caution is out. Caution is out. I don't think we can pit here. That's the thing. No, I don't think we're doing it. It's kind of waiting to see if anybody else behind me made any movements to pit, but I don't think anybody else did. It didn't give me doesn't give me a breakdown of who pit. See, we're only halfway on fuel now, so I feel like we couldn't pit there. Right? We would have to pit a little later in the race. That's the thing. I think we got to pit a little later in the race. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because again, that the halfway on fuel did not pop up at lap 10. It popped up at lap 8, so that's a bit annoying. But again, yeah, pitting there would not get us there. Like, if we pit now, we would be okay. Anything after this is an acceptable time to pit. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so everybody's pitting behind. A lot of cars pitting. Lead this lap. 5 bonus points. We will take it. I'm going to go one more lap. Very low fuel off of turn 2 is okay. It's a very obviously short track. So we'll probably get a fuel tank almost empty message coming. Yep, right here. That will give us enough time to get here and then get slowed down. Lovely. Don't repair any damage. We didn't have any anyways. And that puts us in a good spot. We are not in the most ideal spot. Oh my god. Well, that has killed our race. There's a truck sideways in the pits. Wow. Oh my god. You're kidding me. You're actually joking. Oh my god. Bruh. Oh, wow. There's no point in continuing. Retire from the race. That bruh. That's so damn frustrating. Oh, you're kidding me. There's no way that actually
In the
happened.
prestigious history of NASCAR.
Qualify and pole, dominate the race. Right, we dominated, led the most laps. Come into the pits, played the strategy beautifully. Right, we were in a good spot. Like I don't know what else we could have done. Obviously, not pit on that lap clearly. But I mean, we had to pit eventually, and there was no way we weren't going to be involved in that. Cars sideways. The game should have just realistically that would not happen. That would be a caution if there's a car sideways not moving on the pits. The game should have honestly thrown a caution for that, and we would have been fine. But instead, we got lapped. We were like 3 laps down. In a race we would have won, so it's a bit frustrating. Obviously, we do the truck races to look for that extra money, so to not have that ability to get that little bit extra money is quite frustrating, because again, that was the only reason why we were doing that race. We weren't doing that race for fun. I mean, obviously running a truck race in Martinsville is fun, but we kind of cooked through this field. Hello? Again, I definitely learned a little bit of how to do the cornering better from that truck race. So we are good now. Not want to slide those tires like I was. There we go. Yeah, see, we're sliding the tires on the corner entry, braking, and that is hurting us. So here's my thing, right? The settings that I play with this game, right? I played with this game because obviously I played this game when I was like 6. So I used to play with the automatic braking on. Then I didn't play the game for 10 years and come back to it, and I did turn it off. But it's so goddamn weird because it's not what I'm used to in my mind. So I do have the braking like assist on, which normally doesn't do anything. Road courses, whatever, right? Road courses, you still gotta brake, and the mile and a half you don't brake anyways. So the only place that it really affects the track, like Martinsville, it's the only track that I've noticed it on, genuinely. I just have it on because that's what I do. But again, I'm braking myself, right? Like I'm hitting the brakes here, caution zone. So I do all that anyways. It's just on because it's just the comfort of the game for me, right? But for whatever reason, here in Martinsville, it actually kind of has hurt the driving. right? Because every other track, again, it's not a problem, right? It's kind of just whatever it exists. But in Martinsville in qualifying, what it does, right? I'll show you here. If I go in this corner, I don't brake, right? I'm not gonna hit the brakes. It slides the car forward, right? It does that if I don't let off the gas, right? If I just hold it down and let auto braking do it, I'm just gonna slide through this corner that whole way. So again, any other track, it doesn't matter. But Martinsville, since it's such a tight braking area, I'm gonna have to let off here, let it naturally roll, and then we're good because we're basically not allowing it to brake. Right, we're not allowing the game to brake at all. There's zero braking from the game. But I just had to learn that point of where to let off and let it roll. So again, if you've seen any of the races, I don't think the auto braking does much for you, or the braking assist, whatever it is. Again, I have it on just because it's the comfort to what this game was for me when I was little. Because again, I played this game in 2005, 2006, 2007, right? Like, that's when I used to play this all the time. And then I didn't play it for literally years. Right, I played it, actually, I played it till like 2013, 2014. But again, it was just so much of like the comfort of how the game was. Somehow that's how the game always felt. It's just hard to not have it on, because I did turn it off at one point. But it just felt weird. And this is the only game that I have that on, like, because I don't need it. And I know how to drive, right? NASCAR 2005, I don't have any braking assists on. Gran Turismo, I don't have that on. But it's just this game, just the comfort of what it was when I was 6 and 7. I kind of like always played with that style. So it's an interesting thing to note, because it's not ever noticeably a thing, right? Every other track, it either doesn't brake much for you or just does a little bit, and then you're fully on the brakes yourself. But Martinsville, for whatever reason, it doesn't work. So every time that basically, if you see the car slide forward, I haven't let off the gas enough to let it roll through the corner, because it's not braking, it just slams them on, right? It's not your normal braking is going to be slowly onto the brakes to get the car to rotate and all that stuff. This here is just on the brakes, just hard, right? So we just get a little bit of brake for the corner, make the car rotate. But my God, it is awful. And you can see the lines. That's where I slid. I mean, I can lose so much time here to Ryan Newman if I don't brake, or don't let off to do the brake. See, look at that. This is what the car does. If you just don't, let off to brake there. Ooh, Ryan Newman's gonna spin himself out. That's another caution. That's gonna cause some problems, because I think some cars pit. Brennan gone right there, going down the pits. Huh. I'm gonna pit. I mean, I think you have to. Yeah, this is right at the halfway of the race. Fuel tank almost empty, so we were about to pit the next lap anyways. I'm curious how many cars got to stay out. That's what I'm curious about. None of them. Interesting. It is no longer Ryan Newman behind us. He had that big crash, so he's going to go further back in the field. Yeah, nobody's a lap down. There's no lap down cars because there hasn't really been time to lap cars. We had a caution lap 9 and a caution lap 19. So there hasn't been an opportunity for crashing to take place or for lapping to take place because of all the incidents. I believe I took the lead at about lap 4. I do believe Ryan Newman let a few laps in there, so we got to get to about lap, I'd say 30 in the lead, and I would feel confident about leading every lap. Kenseth is going to the outside. That's a bit of a concern. Get the better drive off the bottom of the corner, though. Better drive off on exit. Here we go. Once again, nice drive off. Down right to the right to the inside there. Kenseth with a wild move. That's interesting to see. He was all over the track. All right, so Ryan Newman didn't lead anymore. We did lead the most right there. So we took the lead at lap 4. We've led since then. That is good to see. I thought he might have took one, but we might have just been able to get back by him before the corner. All right. I love that old, the old Taurus front nose. So cool. Such a good look. No, we do get to make our own team in this. Who we picking forward? I like the old Pontiacs, but they're not in this game. Their last season was 2003, so they're not in here. So you have Dodge, Chevy, and Ford. So that is it. You only got those 3 manufacturers. Pontiac dipped, and this is just a few years before Toyota showed up. I believe Toyota was in the truck series at the time. I believe Toyota started trucks in 2004. That was sort of Cup in 2007. So we're a few years from a Toyota Cup team. But again, I would pick Toyota in our new game, and I would pick Ford in this game. All right, I'm cooking here. 10 laps or 11 laps to go. We are halfway on fuel, so we should be good at the very end of this thing. It's going to be close, but we should be able to make it around the track. Yeah, we're halfway on fuel at 11 to go. That's going to be very, very close on fuel. Very, very close. This is gonna be a good one. Got some lapped cars we're coming up on. Six laps to go. I'm not too concerned about Kenseth. I'm more concerned about, do we have enough fuel? That's my main concern. I don't want to have to pit again. I really don't want to have to pit again. Can we make it? Without having to pit. Oh, 3 laps to go. Very low fuel. Oh boy. Are we gonna make it? We're gonna run out any second. We should be good though. We should be good. We should be good. Just coast around. We should be good to coast to victory. Yes. Wow. Let's go. That was insane. It was just the timing of that caution when Ryan Newman crashed. That really, really hurt us. But again, just the way that it wasn't even that though, because I was low on fuel, so I don't even think like there was an opportunity. I really don't think there was an opportunity to not do anything about that. So
Hey, what's going on? Oh man, I'll tell you what. I don't know what you did, but you managed to get that.
Sterling Marlin. All right, so we got Talladega for Busch and for Cup, and then we got California Speedway. All right, that's going to be some interesting videos. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.